everybody, welcome back to American Girl House. So it's almost Halloween, which means it's time for a Halloween video. And sorry in advance if you can hear background noise. But anyways, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you some Halloween DIYs that you can do with your doll. So the first obvious thing you're going to need is a costume. And I'm going to be showing you how to make a costume without sewing, because a lot of you don't know how to sew, and I don't know how to sew. So this is going to be perfect for those of you guys who don't know how to sew. We're going to be making a pretty basic cat costume. So let's get into it. So let's start off with the easy thing. We're going to make the headband. So what you're going to need is a pipe cleaner, preferably a black pipe cleaner, because then you don't have to do this extra step, which I'm going to talk about. So if you don't have a black pipe cleaner and you have a other color, it's best to have a dark colored pipe cleaner. This isn't really dark, but this is the best thing I can do. I've got a green pipe cleaner. So to make it dark, we've got some dark string. Any color string you have, black and brown would be the best. So to make this pipe cleaner brown or black, we're going to get this and wrap it around. I almost forgot. We need to shape it. So you're going to go to your doll and you have to shape it around its head and then cut off where you don't need it. Now we're going to shape it around the head and just mold it. Now that you've got your shape, now it's time for stringing it, or wrapping the string around it. We're going to do this, and then basically you're going to just wrap it around the green like that. But you don't want to do it too tight where it's just like that, and then you have to use a lot of string. You want it to give it some slack, so you can just gently covering the pipe cleaner. So yeah, sorry, it's getting quite dark. But anyways, you're just gonna do that for the whole pipe cleaner, and then I'll be back. So we've got our headband. So now we've got the structure of our headband. Now we have to make cat ears. Alright, so to make the cat ears, I've got two methods for you. So the first method requires felt, and I won't be able to do this, I won't be able to show you how to do it, I can only explain how to do it because I don't have felt. So you're going to need any dark colored felt, so preferably black or like a dark brown. And then you're going to make 4 triangles. You're going to staple 2 triangles back to back with a little pocket so you can stuff cotton through it, and then once you stuff cotton through it, you're going to staple it closed. You're going to do that for the other 2, and then you're going to hot glue the 2 ears to the sides, and then it's done. So the second method I've got for you, you're going to need 2 pieces of cardboard the same size, and they have to be triangle shaped. You're also going to need black construction paper. And what we're going to do, we're just going to align it, glue it on or tape it on, and then so that each triangle is black on both sides, and then you're going to hot glue it onto the headband. Alright, this is how the headband looks. I think it's pretty good. Now on to the actual costume. For the costume part, you're going to need some black leggings that you don't want anymore. You're going to take the pant leg and lay it down. So this is the legging, and this is one of the pant legs, and I'm just laying it down in front of me. And I've got my doll, and basically I want the wider part, so the thigh, where the thigh goes when you wear the legging, I want that near the end, so it's not like a bodysuit that's like completely tight. So basically you want the hips to have a little bit of room on either side, so it's not too tight. So I'm gonna pull it down a little bit, so I've got a little bit of room between the 2 hips. And then you're going to figure out, okay, which length, how long do I want the bodysuit to be? So I'm going to say maybe around the calf, just for starting out, so I don't cut it too short. Basically the bodysuit's going to come up to the shoulders like this, so I'm going to do it a little bit longer than that, and maybe around the lower part of the ear. Alright, so it actually turned out really well. I'm pleasantly surprised. So it is a little long, but we're not quite finished yet. I've got my fabric scissors again, and what we're going to be doing is making slits inside this material here so that the arms can go through it, so it kind of creates like straps like right here. But you're just going to cut slits, so maybe I'll cut a slit like maybe around here, and then do the same thing on the other side. Sorry if this is a little bit confusing, it's kind of hard for me to explain it, but just cut like a 1-inch slit. Alright, so I've cut the slits and I put it back on, and now you can see the straps. So because of cutting those straps, the length of the dress actually increased. So now they're almost down to the ankles. So now we're going to make some adjustments and make the dress a little bit shorter. I'm going to do lower than the knees, maybe a little above the calf. Alright guys, so we have got the main part of the costume and we have got the headband, so let's just pop that in place. Alright, there we go. So now we've got one last part of the costume, which is the cattail. To make the cattail, you're again going to need a piece of a pipe cleaner. And yeah, so again, I get preferably a dark color, and it's basically the same thing as the headband because you're going to need to wrap it with the yarn. So once you have wrapped your pipe cleaner in yarn, we're going to start molding it into a cat's tail shape. So you can begin just by turning it, and yeah, just to any shape you like. Alright, so we're going to be turning this tail into a belt. So we're going to get some more yarn and we're going to attach this to here. So for me, it'll just be lifting up this flap right here and then threading the yarn underneath into my desired length. And then I'm going to flip it back down or close it back down. Alright, so now that we've got that, I'm going to tie it on my doll and then just trim it and then tie it off. Alright guys, I think this costume looks amazing. We've got the cat ear headband. We've got the really cool main piece of the costume, which is the jumpsuit. We made a really cool belt, which is the cat tail in the back. And even though I used a green pipe cleaner, it really doesn't bother me. I think it still looks really cool. Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really enjoyed making this costume. I hope you found this easy because you didn't have to sew anything. And if you do like these types of DIY videos, let me know by liking this video and subscribing. And thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye!